Hi everybody. I wanted to make a video about the MTV show Teen Mom. Kind of my little thoughts on the show. First off, I love Teen Mom. I started watching it because my son's birth mom told me before my son was born about the show about Tyler and Caitlin that were placing their baby for adoption. And this was before my son came along, so it was kind of gave me an idea of what I could expect and look forward to in the future. And oh my gosh, when I watched that episode, that was the first episode of Teen Mom I ever saw, oh my gosh, I just bawled my eyes out. I was so scared. It was just, gut-wrenching, heart-wrenching. I didn't know if I was going to have the strength to do it when it came time for our turn to be. So, on the show, the adoption on there is a semi-open adoption, meaning that they really, they don't know her last name, they don't know where their child lives, they get occasional pictures and gifts, and that's pretty much it. And personally for me, I think that they deserve more than that. I guess talking from a mom that's in an open adoption and seeing the hurt that Tyler and Caitlin are going through on that show, it's just kind of like they're hanging on to every shred of anything that is associated with their daughter, and it's just almost, I feel like they aren't really getting closure, you know. But for me, I love open adoption. I love my son's birth parents. We talk all the time. I see them very often. They know where we live. They've been to our house. They know our last name. They help pick our son's name. They're going on vacation with us this summer, so ours is very open. But I am very okay with that. And it's not for everybody. I mean, and I get people all the time asking me how I do it. How do I share a child? And you know, I guess I tell them, until you're in my shoes you just won't understand, because it's kind of like my son's birth parents are like, they are like my best friends that love my child as much as I do. And you can't say that, you know, like when Sawyer's birthday comes over, I'd never ask a man, some random guy at my house, friend, to change my kid's diaper, yet I'll take advantage of him being here, and he can change all the dirty diapers he wants. I don't care. But I guess I just wish that almost on the show that they would have chosen to do a more open adoption to expose out there, because this semi-open adoption for a lot of young girls is kind of the only adoption they really know about, because I know so many people watch this show. However, I see so much sadness, you know, and I guess I wish that every adoption can be as well as ours, or as well as mine, but I just want people to know that there are other kinds of adoption out there. There's closed, which is no contact, semi, which is on the show, and then there's open like mine. And I like watching the show because it makes me, I know it's not weird, but it makes me feel like makes me be a better adoptive mom with my relationship with my son's birth parents, just because I see the hurt that they go through on that show, and if I can, and I can prevent that with my own son's birth parents simply by a phone call or pictures or updates. Like often, like my son's birth parents and I were friends on Facebook. We know each other's phone numbers. We know, it's just, I love them so much. So, whoever's watching this, if you are considering adoption, personally, I would recommend an open adoption, simply because in a closed adoption, once you've decided that, what's done is done. You can't undo it, no matter how hard you want to. It's closed. That's it. Semi-open, once again, what's done is done. If you make that decision and then later on you want more info, you don't really have a choice. You have to wait for what you get. However, in open adoption, you can kind of get a feel of the type of relationship you want, and if it's too much, you can do less contact, or if you want more, you can do more. But it really all depends on the relationship that you have with the adoptive parents, birth parents relationship. So I don't know. I love my adoption. I'm going to do a video about our open adoption. So I appreciate y'all for your support and everything, and I really do like the show Teen Mom. I just wanted to kind of give my take on it. I do think it's very educational, and it's very, the emotions are real with the adoption for the most part, because I know that my son's birth parents have felt some of those same emotions. I know I felt some of the emotions that come with it, but it's okay. Because I know on this show you see a lot of hurt, but you don't see their daughter's life. You don't see how well she's doing or anything. So you're really kind of left in the dark, and I guess that's how I feel when I watch it. I can't imagine how her birth parents feel, and I think that's why it makes me want to have Sawyer be in their life, because I don't want them to feel the way that they feel on the show, if that makes any sense. Anyways, just thought I would talk to y'all about that, but thanks for watching. Bye.